Oh, what happened? Jiaqi, do you know what happened? I cannot get access to YouTube.
Yeah, me either. The VPN sucks. It doesn't work.
Oh my God. I really want to see my favorite YouTuber Li Jiaqi and his popcorn show. How could I
know,
do
yeah,
that?
he's so good, but I just can't.
God.
The censorship just becomes crazier and crazier, right?
I don't know why they have to do this to us.
Oh, wait a second. Let's imagine if there's a world where there's no censorship whatsoever.
Oh, how would that be?
What would that look like?
Good evening and welcome to CEIBS, the crazily entertaining, informative broadcast show. Live from our studio in Imagination Land, your hosts, as ever, John.
And John. And boy oh boy, do we have a lineup for you tonight.
Indeed, John. Obviously, we have no idea what's going to happen just yet.
But let's roll.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom.
A kingdom?
Indeed, John. Every day it drew the benefits of being part of a broader union where they traded and shared all kinds of wonderful things.
All kinds of things.
Until one day, John, this kingdom decided it wants to leave the union.
Leave the union?
Because of that, they will no longer receive all the benefits and great products that they had when they were part of the union. Their stocks would grow less and less.
Why would they want to do that?
Good question, John. Anyway, this continued until finally when they ran out of essentials.
I'm sure they didn't run out of spices. They hardly use them.
Right you are, John. I suffered through that for a whole year. Anyway, a lot of other ingredients, including good quality butter, became a problem.
It did, John. It did.
Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter is bitter. If I put it in my batter, then my batter will be bitter. But a little better butter will make my batter better. So it was better Betty Butter bought some better butter.
One can only wonder how that made sense in the first place.
John, I've stopped trying.
So next up,
we have our field correspondent dishing up a rather interesting affair. Over to you, Martin.
Thank you. Thank you, John and John. It's an honor to be here and broadcasting live to our audiences. And we are in this fabulous canteen. It's arguably one of the best canteens that you can find in East Shanghai. Look at the options of food, and also the flavor is absolutely sensational. Now we're going to have a conversation with a couple of MBA students who have the privilege of eating here. Ma'am, seems that you are really enjoying your time here. Is that hot water that you're having?
What are you saying? These are delicious soup.
Did you say delicious?
You don't agree with me?
Let me ask you this.
No
Did
taste.
you notice that every day the least popular dish at the dinner is always the same as what's in the soup the next lunch? Like yesterday, it was tomato, right?
Yeah, tomato with eggs,
Yeah,
right?
tomato with egg. It was so terrible. Nobody wants to eat that. And what kind of dish we have today? Tomato egg soup.
Eee.
Well, John, this seems a bit adventurous. Now let's move on to another one. So it seems that you're really enjoying your lunch, and it's something, you finished everything, right?
What do you mean? I just started it.
Isn't that only chicken bone that you have in your plate?
But why would I want to eat meat? We Chinese know that the best part of the chicken are the bones. The meat are just the things that we have to tolerate before we get to the bones. We export so much meat to the foreigners, but they actually somehow they want to eat it, which I don't understand at all because they are not even crunchy.
How do you eat this bone?
With chopsticks.
Oh, but sometimes you can eat it without chopsticks too. You just pick two bones and use them as chopsticks to use as bones.
Well, John, you hear that? That's a bit exciting, and I think our audience has enough experience in this canteen. I'll hand it back over to you.
Thank you, John. I think we can certainly learn quite a bit from them.
Indeed, John. And on that note, we worked up quite an appetite.
Yeah, I think it might be time for a commercial break, John.
Stay with us. We see you shortly.
Boom, boom. Give me the gift of TikTok sock. Not your silly slip slop sock. What I want is a plastic, elastic, crop top sock.
Back, John. Are you ready?
Yes, John.
Always. Right, let's go. Where were we? Oh yeah, on the other side of the Pacific. After its first black president, America now has its first orange president.
Indeed, John. I think his spray tan went a bit wrong.
It did, John?
It did. And he now wants to hide in shame, behind a big wall.
Don't worry, John. I'm sure you will make that wall great again.
I'm just wondering, who's going to pay for it?
That seems to be the $20 billion question, John. I think we should head over to the presidential family and have a look.
Oh, come on, Melania. Time is running short. Where are you, Melania? Come on. Where?
Oh, darling.
Come on, don't be stupid, Melania. Give me a handshake. Oh, okay, stay right here. Dear America, I have a dream today. I want to build the most beautiful wall you've ever seen. It's going to be big. Actually, bigger than big. It's going to be huge. I have a dream. To build the wall is my dream.
No, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream that one day the son of former slave owners and the son of former slaves will be sit down together at a table and enjoy hot soup and chicken bone with chicken bone chopsticks. I have a dream today.
Oh, love, that was great.
What do you mean? That was not great. He doesn't even have a wall in his dream.
That was really great, dear.
Oh, wake up, Melania. You have the greatest husband in the world and you don't even appreciate it. Come on, let me show you my big wall.
You know, John, we can only hope that is only a dream. Unfortunately, it's not. But
On
a lighter note, China's most successful lipstick model is a man.
Is a man?
Yes, John. Li Jiaxi, also known as the Lipstick King, made news headlines after selling over 15,000 lipsticks in just 15 minutes.
15,000 lipsticks?
Yes, John, the man is amazing. Here's a snippet of the Lipstick King himself in action.
Hey girls, I have a good news for you. Today I'm going to bring you the best lipsticks in the world. It's going to kill every other lipsticks. It's the lipsticks of the year. Let's take a look at the color. Oh my God, look at the color. This is amazing. It's actually pretty dangerous for everyone to wear this outside. You're going to make a lot of men criminals. Oh, look at the color. Let's try it out to see what happens.
Hey, Judge, they've
What?
just canceled the sponsorship.
They cancel this. Are you sure?
Yes.
What the? Girls, I changed my mind. This is actually terrible. It feels terrible. It's sticky, it's disgusting, it's terrible. Where's my wiper? Wiper!
It's here.
What? Don't even have a wiper. Yeah, ew, disgusting. If you have already bought it, cancel it. If you have it in your home, throw it to the trash where it belongs. Now, let's try another one. This one is the best lipsticks in the world. It's still going to kill every other lipsticks. It's the lipsticks of the year. Let's look at the color. Look at the color. It's so good.
Cut.
Oh, finally. How are we doing today?
We're doing so well. Another 15,000 sales.
15,000?
Awesome.
Yes, I love this job.
Quite a man indeed, John, I have to say.
What a man. That's it for tonight, folks.
Until tomorrow, we are the crazily entertaining, informative broadcast show.
Good night.
From my lips to your heart. Thank you. Thank you, guys.